Our top story tonight, some going down in November.
Wars, spending.
There has got to be something big a-brewing.
They're using geese to guard prisons in Brazil. Does Biden know what
Immigration
Mexico
policies.
is? Would you scare Joe Biden? What are we laughing at? I
Butthole.
think Billy Mays was real.
I'm a world-class skeptic.
I don't know anything about Hunter Biden. I don't know who's big into cocaine and laptops. Why is that our problem? Complete, absolute incompetence. Like, who funds the news? It's a freaking inside job, man. The entire world's a stage and everything's fake.
Welcome back at long last to another edition of the Veritas Road. Carson back here with Murph. No cheesy intro tonight because we're in a brand new studio. What's going on, buddy?
That's right. Brand new. We're rebranded. We're not really rebranded.
We're not rebranded. We have the same ugly poster.
Yeah, I was just trying to think of refreshed. We're refreshed. Would have been a better way to say it.
It's not ugly, by the way. I like this poster.
Yeah, why are you
just
hating
wanted
on
to
our
let you know
poster?
I like the poster.
It's really hard to hang up.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're in our new studio, man. It's going to be fun.
It is going to be a blast. Tonight, we've got a good chunk of shit on the news to go over. This is
Wait
a lot
a
that's
minute.
happened.
What? I got to ask you a random question.
Oh, I
first.
forgot about it. It's been so long. I forgot
Dude.
about that.
I was thinking about it on the way over here, and I
Yeah.
think I came up with one.
All right.
If you're going to quantify the amount of buttons, individual buttons that you've buttoned, would it be over 2,000 or under 2,000?
Over by a long shot.
Wow. It's because you're a nice dresser.
I button my pants every morning.
That's true.
That was not a good
I didn't think
number
about,
to pick out.
I didn't think about pants. I was thinking
Yeah.
strictly shirt. I was not thinking pants. Yeah, that's definitely going to.
Well over 2,000.
Yeah. Well, let's just
Plus
say
I wear
shirt then. Let's say shirt.
I still wear a button up every morning, so it's a lot.
Because you're fancy, dude.
Yeah.
Carson is very well dressed. He's very like.
I just dress like a normal person.
Really? What about
Yeah.
your pea coat and your scarf? Is that normal?
Do normal people not wear those?
No, they don't.
Okay.
I'm outing you here on the Veritas Road.
Yep.
Can you button a scarf?
What a fag. He's very gay. He wears a pea coat. He's very gay. He's a fag. What?
I was just wondering if you could button a scarf.
If it had, I guess if you put a button and a buttonhole on a scarf, you would in fact be able to button it.
Well, maybe we can sell Veritas Road scarves that you can button.
The Veritas Road button scarves.
It'd be a niche.
It would be a
I'm
niche.
always trying to come up with niches,
If you're interested. Yeah. All right.
just like the mailbox thing.
Or you wanted to sell mailboxes?
We're going to do that. We are going to sell mailboxes within the next year and a half.
Bold.
I'm telling you that right
We
now.
have zero plans to do that currently. All right. We've set a timeline.
Yeah, it's by the end of 2026.
So December 2026, we're going to sell our first mailbox. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. Well,
Now back to your
it's been said.
news.
And now there's been a ton of shit that's happened in the news since the last time we talked. We've got a lot to go over tonight. The main thing, and I don't know if you want to start with the super wild Epstein stuff or if you want to end with that. But
Talking to me?
yeah.
Oh, I don't give an F, man. Go for Epstein.
Well, I mean, what is with all the Epstein stuff that's been going on lately? First, we've got, Dan Bongino and Kash Patel who come out and say, "Oh, just believe me, he killed himself. I've seen a lot. I've been in this industry for a long time. Just believe me, he killed himself." Then we've got Trump saying, "Well, I don't know why anybody cares about the files. I don't know why people are talking about it. Honestly, I don't know why anyone cares. Pam Bondi is great. I fucked her. She's a bitch." Like what? And Trump is saying "fuck you" about the entire concept he ran. His 2024 presidential platform on, whatever fucking year it is. And now we've got all the talks about pardoning Gislane. What the fuck is going on?
Business as usual, man. Business as usual. Trump's probably on the list. Pam Bondi was probably on the island, and grew out of it, and now is doing what she's doing. I mean,
Yeah.
they're all in the club, man. One of the things that I've heard about on the Epstein stuff is called, like, the CIA will release a little bit of get ahead of something that's going to break, and they'll give you just a little bit of nugget so you don't get the rest of the nugget. So that's probably what all this is. They're just drumming up, like, a little bit of conspiracy, a little bit of keeping your interest, just to distract you from the fact that it's still there. Like it's almost like, I didn't see that very well. It's almost like the fact that they are saying that it's not real is more interesting than what's on the list itself.
You're kind of right there.
You following my point there?
Yeah.
And that's
it
just
plays out in a more interesting, because if you just released a list, everybody's like, oh, all the people I thought were going to be pedophiles. Oh,
Right.
wait, they are. But if you keep that narrative going, it is way more intriguing.
The fact that Trump is not releasing the list, that they're denying the list, is more interesting and more distracting from the contents of the list itself, which is, I think, their goal.
Yeah.
If there even is a list, if it's not just all just fake BS.
Right. Well, I mean, even the mainstream media seemingly admitted there was one during that meeting with influencers where they all paraded around that Epstein Files binder. Yeah, and now they're going back and saying, what are they saying that doesn't exist? It's the most 1984 type of shit I've seen in a long time. People are coming out and saying, "Oh my gosh, there's this pedophile. He's got an island. They're fucking and killing kids. Let's show influencers a list of all the information we have on them." And then 6 months later, oh, by the way, there's no list. It's so very Big Brother.
I 100% agree with you there, man. But I think I read, I dug into this a little bit when we were doing our Occult Rejects stream. Which everybody go check that out, by the way. Thank you to them again. But anyway, I dug into this, and I think the official stuff they gave to the Instagram people, the influencers, was like a compilation of stuff that was already out there, and they just formally put it in a binder. It wasn't anything new.
That's dumb as shit.
Yeah, it's just a freaking publicity stunt, man. It's literally like a WWE commercial, you know?
Oh gosh, yeah, it feels more and more that way.
It's just total nonsense. Like, is any of these people ever going to come to justice?
Right.
No. Right?
I can just hear the commercial now. Welcome to Epstein's Island on Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. 12-year-olds entering the match with fucking senators this week on Sunday, Sunday, Sunday in a super, super, super rape. You know, doesn't that ring a bell?
You have peaked the audio. But you're right.
I'm sorry, folks, if anybody had it. I'm sorry.
You didn't make it to red, so you're good.
Okay, well, we're going to definitely clip that out. That's going in our new intro sting. But, yeah, man, you're right. You're right, and this whole Gislane thing, right? Like, her dad was a mega powerful publisher. She's just going to get off scot-free.
Well, not to mention he was linked with, Mossad, MI6, whatever, Russian intelligence, KGB. He was linked with all of those, and it's pretty much mainstream information that Robert Maxwell was part of those. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, they're all in bed with the James Bond crap and the freaking spies and everything you see, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. They're all doing this crap, and we can't do anything about it because we got to go to work. So who gives it's just nothing's going to come of this. True, direct revelations they're never going to come from the government. But they'll leak the truth through their occulted means and their codes, but they're not ever going to just straight up say what's happened. I mean,
they never have.
And they never will.
They never have, yeah.
Even the so-called journalists are under the influence of the CIA through Mockingbirds. Right, and even the independent people like Alex Jones, he's been so compromised. Who could ever break this open?
Yeah,
without getting Seth Riched.
Yeah, I guess just one of the things that bothers me the most about this conceptually, and I guess we can talk more about some of the specifics here in a minute, but in my lifetime, I don't know that we've ever had a presidential campaign that was run more on the idea of getting back to basics and being open with people than Trump's most recent campaign. A campaign that was based on the fact that he was going to open up and share all this deep state shit with everybody. And now he's not. And I don't think that surprises anybody, but it's the bold-faced nature of the way it's done. I mean, I talked about this a little bit last week, or maybe Tuesday it was, but I felt a little better when senators were beating people inside of their homes, And now we're just doing this shit in public. It seems so much more acceptable now, and that makes me feel so uncomfortable. It's scary. It feels like we're driving to something. I don't know what, but it feels like the wild nature of this has kind of gotten out of hand to some degree.
Yeah, the blatant craziness, corruption of society is totally just out in the open, like you were saying, man. But to touch on the Trump thing, I mean, it's not anything new. He did the same thing in 2016. What was everybody chanting in 2016? Lock her up, lock her up.
That's true.
Trump was going to lock her up. Then 2017 comes, 2018 comes, nothing, right? And they all go to he sits by Obama and Hillary and Bill at funerals for dead demons. But same thing with the corona. He was all like going to be like 2015, 2016, looking into talking about how sketchy the Fed is. Then he gets in there, he pushes Operation Warp Speed.
It's true.
And he freaking doesn't do anything about the Fed and says they're great. I mean, he'll say enough just to get people distracted enough to think he's on their side. And then when he gets in, business as usual. So he's done it in the past. He's doing it again with his second term, and he'll do it again with the third term because we all know that's coming.
It does seem to be very much on the forefront of people's minds. Why do you think it's running this way though? Because I mean, this is the most doublethink I think I've ever noticed in like a presidential figure. Because like with Obama, with Bush, with Biden, you kind of like what you saw was what you got, right? With Trump, it just the level of Orwellian doublethink seems a little over the top.
Yeah, well, to get super meta, what's coming to my mind when you say Orwellian doublethink, probably the verse that describes doublethink in the Bible, it's in Corinthians. Paul says the devil masquerades as an angel of light. It's really what it gets down to, man. Trump, that's what Trump is. He represents the savior from the freaking autocratic, mega elite, globalized business corporation front. He represents somehow, even though he is a billionaire, he represents that to the common man, and he gets everybody's attention, bought into it, and intention is mega powerful in this world through most powerful through the voice, but thoughts as well.
Yeah.
But he gets their intentions, your buy-in, and like it's a trick. They're trying to build some kind of world where they get the people away from their roots, away from their origin. And Trump is definitely a huge part. He plays a major role in that. Call it the Antichrist or like a precursor to the Antichrist or something. But he's playing a bigger role in that than, all the presidents in our lifetime, just because of how charismatic he is and how big the movement was. He's a Trojan horse.
It certainly seems that way, especially with his relationships with people like Bill Gates, people like Sam Altman, people like Elon Musk, all the big tech giants, Peter Thiel. Like, pick your favorite fucking creepy tech guy. He's buddies with him. It seems to be a great Trojan horse for ushering in whatever, like, oligarchy, technocracy, whatever the fuck is coming down the pipe. Yeah,
and we can't forget how they're in bed with Israel and the Zionists as well.
Right. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And all that crap in the Middle East about, taking whether that's the original Holy Land or not. I mean, they're just pushing to take more territory and to set up something. It really is quite apocalyptic, like setting up for some kind of apocalyptic showdown.
It seems like it.
I don't know. It's with the Albert Pike letter as well from the 1870s. I mean, it's pretty crazy time to be alive. It's just amazing how people even the people, there's a level of people that are okay with it, and there's a level that are people that are pissed, but what are they going to do? And they're just like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, there's no straight up revolt.
Like you said before, and you've said this on a number of occasions, like the marker doesn't move far enough for you to feel like a revolt's appropriate.
Yeah.
The boundary always moves just enough that it's a little uncomfortable, but not so far that you feel the need to riot. Not so far that you feel the need to stand up for yourself or the people around you, just enough that you're like, fuck, it sucks, dude. Fucking sucks, but I guess I'll get up and go to work tomorrow. That's always as bad as it gets. The worst we've gotten was Corona, probably. And, I mean, that was pretty fucking stupid, but what did everybody do? Wake up, say, oh, this fucking sucks. Guess I'll deal with it.
Yeah, man, you're right. It's so incremental that it's a way of, like, we adapt to the changes. And there's two things with that. I think their most powerful moment, this is my personal opinion, are directly related to the Saros cycle of the eclipses of the sun. So what I mean by that is like every 18 and a half years. Just look up the Saros cycle. I think their power is connected to the Saros cycle because like 9/11 happened when they had extreme power could change the world through our buy-in, of course, through a mega trick. Then what happens 18 and a half years after 9/11? Freaking Corona.
Yeah.
And they get our buy-in, mega powerful trick. They move the scale a little farther. So those are the biggest moves they can jump. They move a lot smaller in between. As to where it's going, I mean, they'll never be able to complete their... The way they complete their, like, Orwellian mega state is to take away our guns. Like, that's really America's the last bastion.
Yeah, it is.
Because could they do it? Yeah, they could do it, but it'd be an absolute freaking bloodbath.
Do you think it still would be?
I think it would be because just so many people have guns.
Yeah.
And if they come after things that directly, like they're not going to bust down your front door.
Yeah, there's that quote. I can't remember who it was from. I can't even remember if it was somebody European or from
the Chinese general. You can't invade America.
There'd be a gun behind every blade of grass.
That's still true. So they've got to take away the guns, and maybe it's some kind of game to them that they set up America with all this protection and all these rights, and they're like, let's see how quickly we can whittle them down. These demons who live supernatural. Maybe it's just literally that they're just playing a game to set up this, call it utopian society in 1776 and see how fast they can degrade it. Who knows what's going on? But Trump, I don't know, to bring it full circle, he's not on our side. We're not going to get any Epstein stuff.
Not going to get any JFK stuff. Not going to get any of that shit.
I mean, it's all just distraction anyway. It's literally like a movie, man. It's like an NCIS plot line.
I mean, also, not going to fucking audit Fort Knox.
Yeah.
That went away super quickly, which I think is very interesting. It's like that disappeared as soon as it began.
It did, yeah. I remember Elon talked about it a skosh, and then there was silence. Absolute silence on that front.
Yeah, man. We need to do an episode on Fort Knox.
We do. Yeah. That's a good. Yeah, we do. All right, but diving into some more specific articles, let's talk about the comment Trump made about how are you supposed to say that bitch's name? Gislane? Gislane? How are you supposed to say that?
Gislane. I think it's Gislane.
Gislane. So I can't remember if this is the video, John. Can you scroll down a little bit? Maybe a lot slower and go back to the top. Sorry. There we go. All right. So scroll down slowly.
It's just a bunch of ads, dude.
Yeah. Well, slower, John. Slower. I can't read as fast as you because I'm far away. All right. So anyway, Trump said in an interview when they asked him about pardoning Gislane, he doesn't want to talk about it. He hasn't thought about it, but it's something he's allowed to do. And I think I linked the video to that somewhere in the file. Maybe I didn't.
There's 2 YouTube videos there. So that's it.
There you go.
Would you consider...
Here we go.
A pardon or a commutation for Gislane Maxwell if he's
It's something I haven't thought about. It's really something. It's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
But you wouldn't rule it out, sir? Would you?
So first of all,
It's our commander-in-chief right there.
That's right. He's going to get out there and go to Iran, lead the troops himself.
That's right.
On a freaking pale horse. Lord have mercy, dude. Behold a pale horse, Trump taking the boys to Iran.
That'd be hilarious.
Now he'd be taking them to freaking Moscow.
Big double in one hand and a Diet Coke in the other.
That's right, dude. How American is that? He's like wearing like a freaking bald eagle cape
That's
with
right.
like the McDonald's sign on like a scepter.
Yes.
And like have a cannon that shoots Big Macs off the back of off the back of his
burning Big Macs.
Bud Light. What's the Bud Light horse on one of those?
Clydesdale?
Yeah, on a Clydesdale. It'd be like, freaking go Vols, man. We're taking them down.
Can we get AI to make that for us? We can put that in here. Fucking America. That's the most patriotic I've felt in a long time.
That's right. I mean, he might as well fly on like an eagle, man. I mean, Putin's got his polar bear, but we riding gigantic eagles like Lord of the Rings.
That's right.
What were we saying? what?
Trump talking about pardoning.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. What did she do? I don't even know what she
She
did.
trafficked kids.
Well, I thought that's what Epstein did.
Yes. Also, she was in bed with Epstein, both literally and metaphorically, I believe.
So
and
that's
the talk around it is that with her connections with Robert Maxwell, like he was the main agent, she was like his little bitch agent, and she was helping Epstein in some capacity, given Epstein's links with like the CIA and Mossad as well. She was helping him not just launder money, but also as a side business, run children. Yeah.
yeah, but
And she was convicted of child trafficking.
okay. So that's why
Yes.
the DOJ is
I think it's
actually
like 12
got-
counts of child trafficking.
Oh well, that's pretty severe then.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was like perjury or if it was just like some kind of BS charge. Just
Right.
I mean, if she actually was convicted of child trafficking, then Lord have mercy. How is that not making everybody have an uproar? Republican, Democrat, freaking Green Party, if that's a thing. Why would not everyone be pissed about that?
Yeah.
I mean, that's like freaking releasing Barabbas.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I didn't know that she had actually got convicted of it.
I mean, feel free to double check me on that, but I think she was convicted of, I think it was 12 counts of child trafficking. I could be wrong. But that's why she was thrown in prison. I don't remember what Epstein got caught for.
Good Lord, John. Gislane. That's really bad spelling.
I believe in you, John. I'm not going to judge your spelling.
Yeah, but I just know that they always, people in these federal prisons and this high-profile stuff, they can get you on freaking like, oh, you stubbed your toe the wrong way, you're going to jail.
Right. Yeah. Well, I mean, smart people know how to get around that shit, but
Yeah, sentenced to 20 years for conspiring with Epstein to sexually abuse minors.
There you go.
Only 20 years.
yeah, why is that not longer? Good heavens. So yeah, Trump may just pardon her. Same way Biden pardoned Fauci,
Yeah. Oh, well, I mean, heck, they're both terrible, but like it doesn't get any pretty much more direct than what Gislane Maxwell got convicted of.
Right.
So I don't know, man. I mean, I guess Trump, he's not necessarily wrong in the fact that he does have the power to do that.
I guess technically that's true.
That does not make it okay to do.
Is there a way Congress can veto those presidential pardons?
I don't know.
That seems like something you'd know, John.
No.
They can't?
Nope.
Damn. All right.
I mean, the only way to veto it would be to impeach Trump, right? Which they've already tried.
Well, I mean,
Or did they actually do
They've
that?
impeached him a couple
they
of times,
could
I think.
impeach him, but it wouldn't undo
The pardon?
the pardon because it's in his like legitimate authority to do.
Well, could the states come after her? Like, could a grand jury in a state indict her on the same thing? Because isn't this
Yeah.
at a federal level? She's
Yeah.
DOJ.
They could if they wanted to.
Yeah, so hopefully somebody with some. So what state is she from? Is there any hope of that?
I thought she was British.
Well, then
I mean, it would be if any of those offenses occurred within
Within state lines.
within
or
state
something, yeah.
lines, then yeah. they
well, then
could.
probably freaking all of them, then, dude. Definitely, Nebraska. Just look up the Maxwell cover-up, but
Yeah.
not Maxwell cover-up, the Franklin cover-up. Like said her
Right.
last name, Franklin cover-up's what I meant. Yeah, man, scumbag.
All right. That was depressing.
People have
enough.
already turned on Trump. If he actually does that, it'll be even more. Like, how much are these MAGA people going to take?
Yes, and to your point, and I forgot to pull an article on this. I meant to. How about the fact that during all this Epstein shit, right, Trump's getting a ton of flack. There are supposedly news channels reporting Trump's approval ratings are the highest they've ever been. Have either of y'all? I've seen a couple of articles on that. What the fuck do you think is going on with that?
Dude, it's complete BS. How can we trust any approval rating ever?
Well, we can't. But who decides that that's the time to put that information? It's such a wild thing to do.
I mean, the government, dude. It's all the same. I mean, Operation Project Mockingbird literally is in the open.
Sure, I'm not disagreeing with that. I'm just saying I can think of better times to say Trump's approval rating is at an all-time high, and maybe the mass populace is just so asleep they don't notice that type of shit. But I mean, I haven't heard a single person who's heard of that not raise a hand and say what the fuck.
Yeah,
Well, maybe-
it's the same playbook. I mentioned this the other day. It's the same playbook they played with Biden. They said Biden and Kamala Harris had the highest approval ratings, ever.
Yeah.
During the entire election cycle, but people could see with their own eyes, like Twitter was more real life than that. They could figure out it's the exact opposite. It's just the same fucking playbook.
Yeah, I was just gonna say maybe you should take a job with the CIA. Tell them they're not doing their job good enough.
Okay.
If you got that big of a problem with with their BS.
Give me better bullshit.
That's
I
right.
miss the days when people
That's
did
right.
well lying to me. That's all I want. I just want to be lied to really well.
Well, Paul Harvey's dead, and
He is dead.
all their actors are getting more and more crazy. So
They are. All right. Should we move on?
yeah,
from
let's
the
go. Let's go to the
Triple
first
Lane
of
stuff?
mine. We done a couple of years. Pretty much just laid it all out as bullshit.
It's true.
So I thought this was funny, dude. These poor guys. There's so many risks for these congressmen. They
What?
are such victims.
What?
We have to protect them at all cost in their penthouses, in their pensions that never end, in their multi-million-dollar Rolls Royce, in their free vacations to God knows where all over the earth, because there's some random guy, and notice he's a wits, and what religion he is. Go down a little bit, John. Go down a little bit. So 8 miles from where this he's not a Stein or a Berg, but we all know that wits is the third part of that. 8 miles from where this guy lives, someone was arrested for shooting a gun in the backyard. And this representative from Florida, who is of the Star of Renfren, is concerned about his security.
Are you fucking
I'm
kidding
serious.
me?
That's what this article's about. We need to be concerned about Congress because they're such victims. They have it so hard. And we should pony up security for them and be worried about them because they're such noble
8
heroes.
miles away.
Yeah. He had body armor. He was shooting illegal weapons in his backyard, and this guy was like...
That's damn near another state.
Yeah, I don't know. Would a 50 cal even shoot 8 miles?
I don't think so. Surely not.
Definitely not in Florida.
You'd have to know where you were. Yeah, you'd have to. I don't know how far those shoot, but I mean, that's an insane thing to think.
Just pointing out the absolute victim.
It's so ridiculous.
Just the victim mentality of the title of the article in general,
yeah.
and also the specific claim of this wits guy. Just ridiculous.
I feel insecure. I need someone to come bring me some brisket and make me feel safe.
Yeah, why should we ever? I guess my point is, why should we ever feel sorry for these guys? Do you know the kind of elitist lifestyle even the poorest member of Congress is living? All expense-paid dinners with these high statesmen to the best restaurants in the Virginia, D.C. area.
Oh yeah,
Free
I mean,
trips to everywhere.
Yeah.
Free airplane.
Right.
Right? They get everything freaking paid for.
What's the base salary for senators? Like $200,000 a year or something?
I mean, the benefits package is way
It's
better
way
than
more. I'm
any-
just saying, let's assume that that's all they're making. They're still doing a hell of a lot better than 95% of Americans?
Yeah, man. And they're just getting it in the public psyche that these guys are victims. It's amazing, dude. It's amazing how they do that with everything, with all these elitists, with the celebrities. They are just straight up gaslighting us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that's all this article is.
And I mean, what is it, John? What is it?
It is base salary of $174,000 per year.
And how long are these cunts in session for? 3 months total?
Yeah, I mean, I think it probably totals about half the year.
Yeah, it's
but
6 months,
that-
but yeah.
Looking further into that is they're fucking getting a one-time payment of $20,000 for security measures for their home.
Oh my gosh. That is so ridiculous.
Yeah. And let's always remember who's footing the bill for this.
The
Okay?
people.
The
yeah.
people.
Allegedly.
Well, we pay interest on the money that creates this.
Right, we do. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's 100% true. That is so insane.
Yeah.
A gunshot 8 miles away, and you probably, the town you live in, you probably hear gunshots every other night from a lot closer than 8 miles too.
Oh yeah. I mean, heck, people firing guns all the time out here in Murray County.
Yeah,
You know, should I go beg to
I think you need to go talk to the fucking
state
yeah.
Senate and be like, hey, I heard a gunshot, over in Mount Pleasant. That's about 8 miles from where I am. Give me $20,000. That's essentially what this is.
That's exactly what this is. Good heavens. The audacity of some of these people blows my mind.
I know, man. It's you just gotta laugh at how stupid it is. That this like makes that was the Wall Street Journal. That wasn't like some kind of like 12-page down on Drudge. That was the freaking Wall Street Journal, one of the most prestigious, newspapers in the entire America. It's just getting to just insanity, man. I just thought it was a joke.
That's amazing. Make me some matzo ball soup
Oh, hey,
and bring me a fucking body
go down.
armor.
Go down to the end. I just saw something that I saw just how hilarious this is. All right, so the Capitol Police, I guess, in this is the agency reported that almost 10,000 concerning statements or direct threats, but freaking what's his name can walk up on a tin roof and blow off Trump's ear.
Yeah.
But the Capitol Police can be combing through Twitter and Facebook and find almost 10,000 posts about how you want to blow something up. What a
trash,
joke,
right?
dude. What a freaking joke. The discrepancy in that is how people can't see that. It's just like, how we were talking earlier. We got to be building up to the end, man. I mean, people are just, I don't even know what to say about that.
Yeah. No, me either. That is such... I keep coming back to 1984 and the way, like, the government would just bold-faced lie to you in the book. And it's just the exact same thing.
Look at this guy
It's
on
no
a cop.
different.
This is like freaking Paul Blart Mall Cop on the bike.
He is.
I mean, what the F? Is this America's finest?
Yeah, put them on horses. If you're not intimidating on a bicycle. If you are on an 8-year-old's toy pretending to be a cop, you might as well be walking around with a dildo somewhere, okay?
Dude,
Don't ride around on a bicycle.
That
It
guy
looks bad.
That guy, I mean, I'm not exactly fast, but I guarantee you at least 30% of all white males could outrun that guy, and every single one of African Americans could outrun him, even the big boys that weigh 300 pounds. I mean, that guy is in no position to be a cop. That's just from looking at him.
Well, I mean, there are a ton of cops who are fat, though. I mean, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? When's the last time you got pulled over? Was it anybody in shape?
No, he was big.
There you go.
Yeah, state trooper, Hitman County.
These boys sitting in there, literally the exact stereotype you imagine is true. Just sitting in their cars, eating donuts, drinking coffee. I've met so many cops that just do that on the daily. And you're the people who are supposedly protecting and serving your
Well, I mean, there
your
are
populace.
some good cops.
There are. Yeah, absolutely.
But-
Absolutely.
I'm just talking about this guy. in particular.
Even some of the ones that sit in their cars and eat donuts and drink coffee are good guys. It's just maybe if you're gonna end up in protecting people, take slightly better care. Just a thought.
Well, you'd think the Capitol Police would be like freaking Secret Service. That'd be a little bit more than you
Like
just
a higher tier.
right than your Podunk County Sheriff Office, who just
Sure.
smoke cigarettes in the office all day.
Right. Smoking cigarettes and drinking Miller Lite in the
That's
office.
right, dude. Blowing up fireworks, 4th of July. Let's go get people smoking weed down by the river.
America, fuck yeah! All right, what we got next? Cop on a bicycle. All right. What is this next one? Oh yeah, this was on InfoWars. There is supposedly a lawyer over in the Netherlands who's suing Bill Gates, Schwab, and a couple other people over jab injuries. He was arrested just 'cause. He wasn't charged with anything. He hasn't been given a trial. Nothing. He was just arrested.
Yeah, dude. I don't know if you know anything about like Dutch and like German. These laws over there, they're freaking Orwellian, man. Like, I know this doesn't surprise me at all. They can come. I mean, they can come after you for social media tweets in Germany and the Netherlands and freaking France and stuff. So they could just get him up for whatever, say it's hate speech, and then he's gone. He's freaking. You've watched The Blacklist. He's freaking whisked away to that maximum security prison you ain't never seen again. I mean,
Just put him away. He's not going to be able to do a damn thing.
yeah, it's even worse there than it is in America.
It's absolutely terrifying if you think about like the nature of the rest of the world and the way people are getting arrested and locked up for hate speech is kind of a temperature gauge for where this country might be headed. It's bone chilling.
Yeah. And it goes back to what I was saying earlier. Why can they do that crap in Europe?
Yeah. People just let them.
Because they ain't got no guns in Europe, dude.
Yeah.
Or like a tiny, minuscule fraction of, maybe there's some guns in Scotland. There's still some rednecks in Scotland.
Sure.
But, it ain't nothing compared to America, so they can just get away with it. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Take out a knife, go Allahu Akbar and try to stab a guy with an assault rifle and body armor and riot shields? Right? I mean, they're way, way too far gone in terms of being able to defend themselves when the certain provocation arises. Because with this flight, if they did this in America,
I don't know. I know that maybe not to this degree, but similar things have happened with people who have questioned jabs over the course of the years. I know one, I believe Sherry Tenpenny, and you can look her up later. I believe she was jailed for a time due to the things she said about the V's. And so I'm not going to say it hasn't happened here, but definitely to a lesser degree. Like, she's out of prison now. But yeah, there's been some stuff here that's happened, not dissimilar. Like, she was stripped of her license. It was a whole thing. So I mean, similar-ish stuff has happened.
Yeah, I don't know if they arrested her. They more so just tried to make, just literally looking at these headlines, it's like she was sued for back taxes. Let's see, she had her medical license.
see what
suspended.
Wikipedia says about it. It always has a summary of.
But it depends on where you're at in America. But it's like the American style is more so we're just gonna make your life a living hell.
Yeah.
We're gonna sue you till you're dead. Right? It's not that we're gonna throw you in prison. We're just gonna make it almost impossible for you to live your life. We'll debank you or something like that.
It could be that they held. I remember. I listened to an interview she did, and it could be that she was just held for questioning for a period of time, and she probably made that seem like prison because it probably felt that way. But yeah, no, they made her life a living hell for, quote, spreading disinformation, unquote.
Oh, yeah. I'm not saying it's easy in America, but I'm just, like John saying, they'll make your life a living hell. It's a whole lot less direct than what they just did to this Belgian guy or this Holland guy.
Yeah.
Forget where he was from. Yeah, and the reason for that is because we have guns. I think it was like the Bundy Ranch, those boys in Wyoming. Like that kind of crap, they don't want that kind of crap to kick off. So they have to slowly whittle away the public support for guns through all their false flag events, which they've been doing over the years. And they've got liberal bastions like New York where it's becoming Europe, New York City.
Yeah, good luck owning a gun there.
You're right. They're making progress, but it's still too big of a domino.
Yeah. Tennessee's a constitutional carry state. You can carry wherever you want.
That's right, boys. We need twin bazookas on every building.
Twin bazookas.
That's right.
Mounts under your fucking car.
That's right, dude. I mean, you need a Gatling gun on every freaking GM that they build here in Murray County. Put a Gatling gun on it, because that's what Tennessee's about. We are ready to rise again with the rest of the boys on the stars and bars. All right. We moving on from this?
Yeah.
All right, so this is terrifying.
Okay.
This has got me up at night, throwing up into the toilet, worried, sick about what's going to happen. There was a Chinese icebreaker 290 miles north of Alaska.
Oh no.
Oh damn, dude.
Oh my goodness.
Hide under your desk. They're gonna shoot a bomb off of it. This is a picture of it, allegedly from the Coast Guard. Looks like they're just having fun out there in the ice.
Just some Asian boys hanging out.
That's right. They're probably water skiing off the back of that boat. I mean, it's an alleged research vessel. What are the Chinese researching? What are they doing?
Ice. They're researching ice.
Why don't they get their ping pong GPT to do all their research for them if they're that good at it? But it's just I support them having their fun in the ice, man.
Yeah. No, that's international waters, right? What can we say? Why are we upset about that?
Technically, it's not.
Oh, is it not?
Because the continental shelf extends,
does it now?
so many nautical miles off the coast of Alaska.
So they were in our territory?
According to the Coast Guard, they were.
Well, this is fucking America. Why didn't we blow that shit up?
Well, we just monitored it. We monitored them.
We monitored them
We
closely.
were looking. I mean, you think? I guess a predator drone took that picture, so they knew we were watching. I don't see a single Chinese out on that deck, or maybe there's one at the bottom. Is that a person or is that a tank or something?
As long as we monitored it, I'm okay. I just wanted to make sure they were
Where's
monitored.
the Chinese text on that boat? China Air? That's English. Where's their hieroglyphics on there?
Hieroglyphics.
I'm calling BS on this. I haven't examined that. Look, that's an English H.
That
Where's
is.
their Chinese helicopter? Well, maybe that is. Yeah, I guess that could be. Pretty bad resolution. We give $80 billion to Lockheed Martin, and this is the best picture they can give us.
That's a fair point.
Lord, can they not put a Nikon, P1000 on there? We'd at least be able to read what that says.
Well, I'm just glad they were monitored.
yeah.
Aren't you glad they were monitored? I'm glad
dude,
they were monitored.
If they weren't monitored, what would have happened? Would they have invaded Alaska? Would they have taken over Deadliest Catch and it'd be a Chinese show? I don't know what would have happened. I am glad that the Coast Guard.
Welcome to Deadliest to Catch.
Oh, we have Jackie Chan crabs here. Just freaking ridiculous.
Want to try a boat?
I mean,
Come to check out the Deadliest to Catch.
I mean, to be fair,
Gotcha.
they should leave the Arctic stuff to the whites, but I'm happy that they're getting involved in it. I really am.
It could be a great partnership.
I mean, do they have panda fur coats?
That'd be cool as fuck.
That'd be awesome, dude.
I would love that.
That'd be awesome.
A panda fur coat?
They're-
Are pandas real? That's a whole thing.
That is the thing. China owns all the pandas, somehow. So. Oh my gosh! I just thought it was so funny.
Yeah, as long as it's monitored, we're okay.
Yeah, are there baby boomers that are alarmed by this, or being concerned about Chinese aggression?
Probably are. There's probably a Vietnam vet that shit himself seeing that 300 miles off the coast.
Yeah.
Or whatever. Gosh, that's ridiculous. All right, any more we can say about
No, I just thought we have
Deadliest to Catch?
we have to laugh about the Chinese people trying to get involved with the Discovery Channel.
So, this is kind of, if this were real, I would be very excited. But there is a representative, Paul something from Arizona, who's trying to put a bill together to make companies that produce. Can we say that word on here now? I don't know.
Just say the jab, man.
All
Say
right.
the jab.
So he's trying to make companies that produce the jabs liable, again, criminally liable for any injuries that are caused to children and pregnant women, I believe, specifically, but to human beings in general, which a lot of people, there's still a shocking number of people that aren't aware that these companies that produce this stuff that's injected into your kids are in no way criminally liable for any adverse effects. That still blows my mind. That was like the dang it. Sorry, we're going to have to leave that out.
This is a live stream.
Well, when we put out the regular app. It was like the Jab Injury Act of something. I can't remember what. It might be in the article. I think it is in the
It
article.
literally says right there,
Oh.
1986.
Okay, so the National Childhood Injury Act of 1986. I can't see that from here.
Yep. Maybe you should get glasses.
Maybe
How
I
am I
should.
reading this and you're not?
You're like 4 feet closer than me.
way closer.
Yeah. So that act absolved them from any liability for any adverse effects, and now this representative has a bill on the floor, supposedly, to stop shielding them from potential lawsuits.
Well,
And I think that's conceptually fucking awesome, but no part of me thinks that'll happen.
yeah, it's never going to pass. If it did pass, it would be like, oh, also included in this bill is another $80 trillion in aid to Israel and Ukraine.
Right.
So maybe it'll pass, maybe it won't. All these bills are just like throwing, like let's say you go to Walmart, you go to the puzzle aisle, you buy every puzzle there, and you throw it in a gigantic swimming pool, and that's what passes in Congress. There's so many different unrelated components that go through. I mean, it'd be good if this happened. It won't. But do you know why? This is literally their logic. Do you know why that these jab companies are not liable?
Because they might stop making them.
Well,
We need 'em.
Well, no, because they don't do any damage. That's why they're not liable.
Well, the original argument was because they'll just stop making them and we have to have them. That was the original thought process behind that bill, which is just ridiculous.
Yeah, well, my point in saying that was the entire point of this is because they damage people.
Right. Yeah. Like,
You
yeah,
know?
you're-
I mean, why would this exist?
they're
Is that
safe and
what-
effective.
I know. No, they're not, because this exists.
Yeah.
Why would you need this?
Yeah. It's like the book Catch-22. This is exactly what that is. Exactly what that is.
What is this on the side? Is this Alex Jones Kenobi? Like freaking Gandalf Kenobi?
Oh my
Alex
God.
Jones?
The Alex Jones store.
What is this?
It's where I'm going to do all my shopping from now on.
This is an excellent graphic. Yeah. So, you know.
Yeah, they've had blanket immunity for 40 years
And dude,
for things that don't cause autism.
of course
Robert.
not, dude. Of course. Of course. It's been scientifically proven in studies that these jab companies have paid for that they don't.
Yeah.
Even if this by some act of God passes and you can now sue them again, who can freaking afford to do it?
Yeah, nobody.
Who can go after AstraZeneca with? You'd have to have. Oh, you want to deposition them?
Right.
Pay up $80,000 to your lawyer.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't have that. Okay, well then just go back to
Deal
work.
with it.
Yeah, I mean it's just ridiculous, man. So this is just a headline to get people, cosplaying people championing this, even though. I mean, I guess I admire the effort in some small
For sure.
capacity.
Yeah, I mean, you should.
But-
It's an admirable thing to try to do.
but
I absolutely respect
there
it.
is absolutely no teeth to this. As I've said many times, the teeth is destroying the Federal Reserve in 1913. We're effing too late.
Such a ray of sunshine.
Tell me I'm
Damn.
wrong. Tell me I'm wrong. I'm open to being wrong. Believe I just haven't seen it yet.
I mean, me either. To be fair, me either. But yeah, I mean, you're not. Who's gonna sue Pfizer?
AstraZeneca.
You're gonna wake up dead if you sue Pfizer.
Yeah.
If you can actually make it stick, you're gonna wake up dead.
Yeah, no, they'd never let that happen. Or they'd pay you off long before it ever got any close to public.
It'd work for me. I'd take the however much. Yeah,
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
'cause I'm a little bitch.
even that is like the likelihood that anybody would ever sue them is next to zero. It's like you get caught up in some class action that if you got a payout, the payout would go to the
12
attorneys, and
cents.
then the whatever's left would be distributed
Yeah.
amongst thousands of people.
Everybody get 12 cents.
The idea that anybody could directly sue them, one V company,
Yeah.
not happening.
Yeah, that's because, they funnel the resources from us so far up the totem pole that there's no it's like a serf taking on the king, man. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you going to do? The knight will come in and he'll just lop your effing head off. Even if all the rest of the serfs hear it, what you going to do?
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just I guess we'll finish out with it. But to the point you made earlier, the very idea that they don't cause damage is refuted by the fact that somebody thought this was a necessary thing. This act that says these companies aren't liable for anything they do is a necessary thing to bring about in the first place. Oh my goodness, well they do, but we need them to keep making shit, so we're gonna make them not liable. Like what the? It's so stupid, so backwards, makes zero sense. How did that ever make it through in the first place? I just can't believe it.
Well, I mean, it made it through because people have accepted germ theory as a real thing, right? The idea
Yeah.
that there's these little bugs that can just take, like that you can just get from breathing or whatever that can just take you down. It all comes in through fear and surrendering of agency. Which has been going on way past our lifetime.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
let's say this does go through. They'll just take the path that like the other pharmaceuticals have with, certain pills. It's like, okay, this, pill doesn't cause medicine, but it has side effects. And they'll just disclose it as side effects. And
Doesn't
people will take it and they'll
cause
just have
medicine.
I didn't completely understand
You
what you
just said this
John.
pill doesn't cause medicine.
Sorry.
Yeah, that didn't make sense.
this pill doesn't cause damage, it has side effects. This this jab doesn't cause
You did it
damage,
too.
it has side effects. They're just going to, masquerade whatever damage it does cause as side effects.
Well, that's exactly
that-
what side effects are, though. They're
Yes,
just
but
they're
that's
just
my
damage.
point. But, pharmaceutical companies, they don't have that liability for your general, medication. But
Well-
they just cause that as side effects, and you can't sue them either way.
Well, it'd be like when we go to the jump park. Me and my son go to the jump park. I got to sign a waiver that if he breaks his leg trying to dunk a basketball at age 3,
Right.
that we can't sue them. That's the same thing with these pills. You probably signed some crap somewhere in the disclosure that's like 75 million pages long that you're not going to sue them because they're listing everything that could happen that you can't read, that you'd have to takes 17 days to read. It's got sodium diacylphosphate that you don't even know how to pronounce, right? That's in there, but you don't know how to pronounce it. You don't know what it is, so you just sign it because you get it.
Yeah.
You know, so I mean, like you were saying, John, even if they do, they've already got you something you've signed.
Yeah. No, I think y'all are right. All right, moving on.
We're raised to sunshine today, but we're telling you like it is. We're telling you like it is.
It's true. You're not wrong. All right, what you got next?
All right, so this is related. I didn't plan it that way, but
Perfect.
this was freaking crazy, dude. When I saw this, I was like, you got to be kidding me.
Dental floss could be the future of jabs.
Yeah, man. So these lab coat guys, and so this guy's name, what was this guy's name? It was something crazy. It was like, go down a little bit. All right, so Hivander Gill. All right, this kind of sounds like the guy from Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Him. His name, Newt Scamander. This is like Newt Scamander in the science world. So he figured out that you can get the flu jab, put it on floss, and floss the teeth of a mouse, whatever. Okay.
Or of some mice.
A dice, and why isn't there a douse? It's freaking confusing. None of it makes any sense. Why don't we call them my? Nobody knows.
Or meese.
Nobody can answer any of that. Anyway.
Yeah.
And you can transmit the jab through the gums.
Right.
For people who are afraid of needles, like this biatch who wrote this article,
Sure.
you can get a jab through dental floss. Now, I've always hated flossing. I've always hated the dentist. But now I'm quadrupling down. I will never floss again. There's no telling what's on those tiny strips of artificial plastic now.
It is nerve-wracking, and it's all in the name of eliminating jab hesitancy,
Of course.
which has become an increasing, like you see that in the lexicon an increasingly large amount of times, which makes me very uncomfortable. This idea that we need to keep people from being nervous about getting injected with heaven knows what into their bodies. That's a bad thing. You don't need to be hesitant. You need to just give yourself fucking over.
That's right,
Like,
man.
trust the coat. How dare you fucking question the coat?
What's
You
wrong-
son of a bitch. Did you go to medical school, you little fucking prick? I'll kick your ass right out of this fucking doctor's office, and then I'll shove a dildo up my ass and yours. What'd you have to say?
That's right, man. I'll give you thimerosal. I'll give you aluminum. I'll give you luciferase, and you'll freaking turn into freaking the Hulk.
Call thimerosal what it is. It's mercury.
I mean, I read somewhere Russians eat mercury. I don't know if there's something's interesting with mercury.
I don't know. We'll look into it. But for now, it's toxic.
For now, okay. Maybe the Russians can deal with it, and that's why we hate them so
They
bad.
are Russian.
We're
yeah.
just jealous. But yeah, man. Yeah, we're concerned. If you're concerned about fear of needles, add that to fear of horses. Hey, no worry.
What?
Well, you know how people are scared of random crap, and that's like a thing. That's like a thing. We got to coddle the people like you're scared of sand.
Dodecaphobia.
Right. Yeah, you're scared of dodecahedrons.
Yeah.
They terrify me.
Right.
So something like that. You're scared of needles. Hey, no worries. We got you covered.
Right.
That's no longer an excuse.
Yeah. Get your jab. Be healthy, because that's healthy. That's what health is. Getting
right.
injected with weird
And
shit.
you know what? Flossing the teeth of 50 mice, that's what God intended when he created the world. That's normal. That's not some kind of psychopathic, weird-ass, like, Frankenstein-level nonsense. We're just going to go, have you ever flossed the tooth of a mice? No, you haven't. Because you're normal. What is this? What are we doing? How much federal money has gone to this Hermander guy?
Probably
I
not
mean,
a small amount.
Doge needs to get involved in this.
Doge is done.
Or at least
They've
no,
done
it's
their
not.
job.
No, they haven't done their job till July 4th, 2026. They got a year. They got 11 months. left.
Musk isn't doing shit right now.
Well, he needs to get out there and floss some mice teeth. That's what he needs to do. Instead of digging his tunnels and building his flamethrowers, he needs to be flossing mice teeth. Mice teeth instead of
My teeth.
whatever, dude. I'm losing it. This is just ridiculous.
This is so retarded.
But this is apparently real. I mean, where
good
was
heavens.
this guy? What school was this guy at? I'm pretty sure it says the school. Was it Harvard?
Let's find out.
It was
I am
some,
curious
some
about
big
that.
school.
NC State.
Yeah, I mean the North Carolina.
North Carolina. You know who you
The
are.
freaking wolf packs, dude, in the medical triangle with Duke and all them and
Yeah.
Wake Forest.
Right. Freaking North Carolina.
Oh yeah, man.
Harvinder Gill. Sorry.
Does it not sound like Newt's
too far.
commander?
I can see where you made that connection. Yes. About 75% of the protein on the floss made it into the mice's. I'm having a hard time with the word now too. Gum tissue, and 2 months later, their immune systems were running at full capacity. All right.
Every jabbed mice survived.
Yeah.
The unjabbed ones didn't. R.I.P. to the unjabbed mice.
Yeah, that's probably retarded. But even if that is true, let's think about what that means to have 75% of the protein on the floss make it into your gum tissue and subsequently into your bloodstream. Do you know what kind of shit dental floss is made of? I don't. I'm pretty sure it's plastic. Do you know what kind of nasty stuff is in plastic? Things like xenoestrogens and who the hell knows what? Probably not good for your body. Probably not good for your system. And it looks like their immune systems were depressed for at least 2 months.
Well, that's normal.
That seems like a problem.
That's okay because that's what science does. That's okay. I'm taking issue with you, Carson.
Trust the science.
Yeah.
I trust science.
Good.
Yeah.
We can be friends.
Yeah. We can talk because I trust science. Ugh, this is getting me riled up. What do we have next? This is making me cranky.
That was all of mine.
90% of mine were on Epstein, so. Oh, yes. By the way, American people, we're going to take Alcatraz. We're going to make Alcatraz great again. We're going to take all of the criminals and put them in. Trump wants to reopen Alcatraz. What kind of weird emperor shit is this?
I mean, hell yeah, I'm all in support of this. This is awesome.
It is kind of
You
badass.
talk
The idea
about-
of reopening Alcatraz
Right.
is pretty badass.
America's back. You know, this is our version of Azkaban. We'll get the Navy SEALs as the Dementors. You will never get out of here, okay? I'm all for this. Fly,
We don't need the Navy SEALs. We could use Hillary. She looks like one anyway.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Get the demons in there.
Yeah.
To guard it.
Get Hillary and fucking Klaus Schwab, and they'll suck the soul right out of you.
Isn't Soros still alive?
George,
somehow? He's
yeah,
like
okay, that's a
98.
good one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nancy Pelosi, she'll flash her tits at you, and you'll be petrified just like the basilisk. Like, it's perfect.
That'll happen if you actually escape and get on the other side of the shore, make you turn back.
Right. Yeah. Swim back. Brave the sharks again. Yeah.
I mean, that'd be kind of like iconic in America. It'd be pretty cool. Isn't it like a
It would.
museum?
It is a museum currently, yeah.
So, I mean, what are they going to do about the museum revenue? Still keep it as a museum and a high security prison? at
They'll
the
be
same
making
time?
plenty of revenue from the prison, don't you worry.
I guess that's true.
Yeah. All I can think of is Indiana Jones saying it belongs in a museum while they're convicting a criminal. I don't know why I think that's so funny, but I do. So, yeah, Trump's stoked about reopening Alcatraz. Alcatraz.
I'd be all for that.
I just think it's an odd thing given all of the Emperor stuff that's already been discussed. I don't know why this seems to kind of corroborate that theory for me. I guess because Alcatraz is such like an iconic piece of Americana because it's like almost indicative of like a strong,
Yeah.
like, you know, does it make sense?
Yeah. Alcatraz is kind of like the authoritarian mighty hand
Yeah.
of the old days.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I totally get that. It's a domestic freaking Guantanamo Bay is what it is, you know.
Right.
Um,
Yeah.
You screw around with Trump, you're going to Alcatraz,
Right.
right?
That's what you're going to hear a year and a half from now.
Right. You descend against the boys, against the, highest level of the Church of Satan, MAGA. You descend against them, you're going to Alcatraz, you lib.
That's right.
You purple-haired lib.
That's right.
You them screeching harpy.
To be
You're
fair,
go-
I'm not a fan of those either, so
I
I'd send
mean-
them there too.
I mean, obviously, yeah. I'm just saying that if you don't like this, then you're lumped in with that.
Yeah.
The false dichotomy. But
Oh, man.
hey, you're going out. And we fly American flag up there, and you know what's going to be at Alcatraz? An
What?
effing McDonald's.
That's right.
You'll be able to go to Alcatraz, see all the people that got convicted of high treason, and you'll be able to buy a Big Mac at the same time.
That's the most American thing I
I
can
mean,
think of.
heck yes, man.
Just a fat fucking kid stuffing his face, looking at some old man jerking off and taking a shit at the same time in public.
And we will
That's fucking America.
Yeah, we'll have hover rounds. If you're a Vietnam vet and can't walk,
That's right.
you will have hover rounds, and you can go around Alcatraz. 45-degree angles, all those crazy rocks.
That's right. Welcome to the Rock.
That is a great movie.
I've never seen it.
I loved it.
I need to see it. All right, that's Alcatraz. Moving on. All right, last one, I believe. Did this get taken down?
Uh-oh.
Son of a bitch.
Uh-oh. All right, Carson, you got to tell us what it was.
I don't remember.
Something went wrong. What a way to end. What is this? That's the Ezekiel wheel within the wheel.
I know. I know the problem.
John broke our internet.
No, I'm not signed into Twitter on the computer.
All right, try again.
Here we go.
Should see. Okay.
Oh, there it is. Look, okay, so this is a photo, I believe, of the FDA's courtyard. Zoom in on this. Look and see what it says. We can't. All right.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can read it.
Okay, so engraved on a bench in the courtyard of the FDA is the phrase, "The devil has got hold of the food supply of this country." Talk about hidden in plain sight.
Yep.
And fucking RFK's going to get in there and clean it all out.
Of course he is. RFK doesn't have any dirt on him at all and doesn't come from a family of demons. No, he's on our side.
That's right.
Who knows if this is real? Even if it's not, it's still true.
I mean, it came from his official Twitter 7 hours
Yeah,
ago.
he tweeted
No,
it.
I'm not.
today.
I'm not saying the tweet's not real. I'm just saying, is this bench actually real?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Let's go to the FDA.
I mean, the Georgia Guidestones were real till they got blown up. You saying you don't think this could possibly be in the FDA courtyard?
I'm not. It could be. I'm just saying I don't know. I don't freaking know.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's not.
I'm going to assume it is just because it seems like something that would be there to me. But I mean, can you think of just a more clear testament to what an organization like that actually does?
Yeah. The devil's not real, though, Carson. He's just a personification of
That's
evil
right.
in the Bible.
Yeah.
You know, we're past that with science and with all this. Like, the FDA is a scientific organization. We would never believe in religious stuff.
Right.
We're only referencing the devil because it's artistic.
That's right.
Yes, it's
Yeah.
a figure of speech.
I fucking love science, dude.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know, given our worldview, we can't set an objective standard for good and evil, so why do we even exist at all? But this is just a figure of speech.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. So I couldn't believe that when I saw that today because it's obviously the food supply is shit. So that's why you should buy your food from local farmers. Anyway, anything else, boys, before we wrap this shit up?
Oh, it's been a wild, man, maybe it's just because we've been away for a while, but it's been a wild week in the news.
Yeah, it has. No, it has been a wild couple of weeks, yeah. So,
We'll have to see where it's all going, man. We got the World's Fair coming up in a year.
that'll be crazy.
As the time ticks down to Trump getting out of office, we'll see what happens with Russia and with China.
Don't forget Ukraine and Israel
Yeah, man.
and Iran.
There's no way that, I don't know. I mean, I've said it a million times. There's no way it can keep going, and it just keeps getting worse. So, who knows?
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, thanks for listening. We're back in our new studio, so you should be hearing from us more often. Check us out this Tuesday for Touch Me Tuesdays around 6 or 6:30. John, when are we doing those?
I mean,
I can't remember.
I would prefer to do them at 6, but I don't think you could show up at that time. So.
When did we do it last week?
Getting called out live. Defend yourself.
I think we scheduled 6, but it started at 6:30.
We're gonna aim for 6. Might be 6:30. So catch us for Touch Me Tuesdays, where we talk about things that touch me during the week, and maybe we can touch you too.
That's right, man. And I'm gonna have, what did I call it? Feel Me Up Fridays.
Right.
Eventually this fall.
Yeah.
Perhaps this winter, where I'm gonna do similar things. It's gonna be science related.
Yeah. Coming soon on that score. I'm very excited to see what happens with that. If you want to support the show, check out our PayPal link in the description.
At least give us enough to get YouTube Premium. I mean, the ads make me so angry. How much is that? $20 a month?
I don't know. I'm
Yeah.
too cheap to pay for it.
That's all we're asking for is YouTube Premium. So we got a PayPal. Do we got Patreon?
Not yet.
Okay.
We're working on it.
Well, at least got a PayPal.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, thanks for listening, and we'll see y'all next time.
See ya.